What's up folks, Sokkehoved here, your friendly YouTuber. So, today we're going to open 8 more boosters. And we're just going with the original, like we've been doing so far. Let's see what we're going to get. Hopefully something new and exciting, something wherein we might be able to build up a new deck. And we're probably going to get a glitch wherein we cannot zoom in on the cards. So, Claustrophobia, Read the Bones, and Bond a Construct, Flashback Marauder. Yeah, so let's try this once. But comment down below if you would like to have me read all the cards. But this time we're only going to go with uncommons and rare / mythic to see what we get. This Flashback Marauder. So it's a 3/1 for 3. When it comes into play, both you and your opponent have to sacrifice a creature. Then we have Malakir Coolblade, which is a vampire. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a 1/1 counter on this guy. Then we have Embermore Helios. It's a tremble for 5. If another red source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, deals that much damage +1 to that permanent or player instead. So basically all your creatures deal 1 more damage, all your burn spells deal 1 more damage. So it's basically a +1 power. Let's go for the next one. Let's see what we get. So the Coldblade again, and then Josiah Thief Prowess. So whenever you cast a non-creature spell, get +1/+1 until end of turn, and when it deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. And then the Guildleaf Winnower, Elf Warrior to my Elf deck, and it cannot be blocked except by 2 more. 4/3, and when it enters the battlefield, you destroy a non-elf creature whose power and toughness ain't equal, just like itself. So 4/3, for example, that's not equal. Fun enough, but you probably already knew that, folks. Let's go for Booster More. Now it's glitching out. No, so I cannot zoom in. So, this one is reveal the top, 5 cards of your library. Okay, I'm sorry folks. Let's see, there we go. Gather the pack. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. And then got the Spell Mastery, so if there are 2 more instants and or sorceries cards in your graveyard, you can put 2 creature cards that is revealed into your hand instead. And then we got Ravaging Blaze, which just deals X amount of damage to target creature. If you got the Spell Mastery activated, it also deals that to the creature's controller. Then we got the Exquisite Firecraft, which deals 4 damage to a creature or player. And then if there is the Spellcraft active, then it cannot be countered. So it's a burn spell that deals 4 damage, which cannot be countered if you got the Spellcraft activated. Next booster. Oh, the Sigil of Valor, which is an equipment. If it's only 1 creature that attacks, it gets +1/+1 for 4 equals to each other creature you have in play. So that one is basically if you have a lot of small creatures, you just equivalent 1 attack with it, and it's a big one. And then you should try and see if you can give it trouble. That would be really sweet. And then Knightly Valor, it's enchant creature, and that creature get +2/+2 and vigilance. And when you cast this enchantment, you also gain a 2/2 knight token. Tainted Remedy just does so if your opponent would gain life, they lose that much life instead, so they can't gain life at all. And that was also an enchantment. Wow. Zendikar Incarnate. Now can actually zoom. It got power equal to lands you control. Sweet. Then the Ravaging Blaze again, so you can see, it deals to that creature's controller. And then Hix's Prison Warden. Flash when a creature deals combat damage to you if Hix's Prison Warden entered the battlefield this turn, exile that creature until he leaves the battlefield. So basically, if one or more creatures attacked you, dealt damage, and then before you end the turn, or before your opponent ends his or her turn, you play him because he got flash, so he can be cast as an instant. Then you just exile all of those creatures until he leaves the battlefield. And he's a 4/4 in himself. That's actually nice. Also, one thing that I got told from one of my friends, I haven't looked it up myself, but is that they build it up so with commons you can only have 4, uncommons you can only have 3, rares you can have 2, and then with the mythic/legendary you can only have 1 of those. And that's basically, they won't give you any more of those, so it's not like with real life you buy booster display, you end up flooding with 20 of the same common. Then I'm actually looking forward to see how they're going to deal with that when you get to the point where you have a lot of the cards. So, Thunderclap Raven, it actually got flash, and it gives all your flying creatures +1/+1, and it requires a white and a blue one. Well, a Rogue is a 2/2, and it gives you 2 of those chapter tokens, which is 1/1 flying, and then if you tap 2 artifacts, I think it is, tap 2 untapped artifacts, then with her activate ability you can target someone, and that creature is unblockable. And then we got the Firecraft again. That's actually sweet, I think. Is that because we're beginning to have a lot of the rares? That would be weird. There we go. So Chief of the Foundry is an artifact that gives all the artifact creatures +1/+1. Then there is Bounding Crisis, cannot zoom, unfortunately. Bounding Crisis which got flash, and then when it enters the battlefield, you can tap or untap a target creature. And then the Harbinger of the Tide, which I actually have to read up on. So just give me a moment, people, or not people, ladies and gents. I cannot search for 2 different ones. Dang. So let's just get it up here. I don't know my alphabet, obviously. There we go. Come on. Thank you. Just as you. There we go. So, 2 blue. It's a 2/2. You may cast Harbinger of the Tide as though it has flash. If you pay 2 more, then basically cost 4. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target tap creature and an opponent controls to its owner's hand. So basically, when an opponent taps a creature for some kind of effect, or if the opponent say, oh, I'm going to attack with this big, huge creature or these creatures, then you just pay the 4, comes into play, you say, oh, the tapped creature you have there, you return that to your hand. That's actually a neat combat trick. And then we're on to the last booster. There we go. So what? We got a land that gives 1 colors. You can pay 5 colorless, tap it, and sacrifice this land, and you gain 2 of those chapter tokens. Ravaging Blaze, which we have 3 of now, and then Animist Awakening. Damn. All those bugs and glitches, I would say, which doesn't allow you to zoom in. So here it is. It's a green sorcery. It costs 1 green and X, reveal the top X card from your library, put all land cards from among them into the battlefield tapped and the rest to the bottom of your library in a random order. Spellmaster, if there are 2 more instant sorcery cards in your graveyard, untap those lands. Wow! Wow, 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 wow. That is basically just for a ramp deck. I would say that seems quite sick. I know it's not wow because it could have been an instant and everything. I would still say it's really, really nice, even though you only paid for like 4 mana in total, so you get to look at the 3 top cards. But if you hit 1, 2, maybe 3 lands, then you basically just then you get a lot out of it. If you play it for 5, you don't really have anything else, or you just sit with this huge creature and you're just lacking of lands. It's just it's really, really neat, I would say. And what is it? It is just all lands, so all gates, rare lands, everything just comes into play. It's not only basic land. That's what's actually really, really nice about it. So yeah, that was it for this time. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm definitely looking forward to play a bit around with some of the new cards. I actually think I'm soon beginning to get some or enough red cards to maybe make some kind of splash red with another deck or something like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I definitely did. Just like I said in the start, comment down below if you would like me to also look at the common cards, or if the uncommon rare is fine. I'm not going down to only look at rare mythics. Maybe in the end when we might have all of them or something like that. But we'll find out what happens at that time. But yeah, take care, have fun, and I will see you in the next video. Hey there folks, I hope you enjoyed this round of booster openings, and I hope it was okay with me just going through the uncommon and the rare card in these boosters. Unfortunately I didn't get any mythics, but next time I'll probably get them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Also comment down below what you like, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see more of, or if you would like me to go through all the commons as well. But yeah, until next time, take care.